Hi, my name is Catherine Went with Syscon, and thanks for taking a moment of your time. Today I wanted to talk to you about COVID and cybercrime. Yes, we're all sick of talking about COVID. We're sick of talking about the pandemic. I'm with you. But there are some fallout things that are happening, still happening, that you do need to be aware of. So I'll just touch on them here briefly, and there's more on our website if you want to read about some of the more details. So it turns out during the pandemic, reported cybercrime, increased over 300%. The internet crime complaints went from about 1,000 a day and spiked to anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 a day during that same period of time. So why the spike? Well, a couple things, two specifically. One, there are more cyber criminals. There's a lot of money in that, and there are people out there that want a piece of that pie. The second reason is that due to COVID, a lot of people had to quickly turn around and start working remotely and didn't always think about the ramifications of the choices they were making for the remote access. And in their anxiety and their thirst to find out what on earth was going on, they were less careful about how they consumed information, email, attachments, websites, and they were unfortunately a little bit gullible because those criminals knew that people were anxious and concerned. So attacks went up and they were opportunistic about it, and they were very creative about it too. So here are a couple of the top things that the hackers went after. A lot of impersonating major organizations. They really dialed in those logos and the wording, but if you look carefully, you can often see that they were impersonating. Another one, fake COVID test results. So they were trying to scam you into sending in money so that you could get a fake COVID test before they all really were worthwhile. They would send text messages, voicemail messages to get you to take that bait. Free PPP loans. Lots of scams about that. Antibody test scams. Thought that was interesting. COVID stimulus payment. So there are a lot of scams on that, trying to get money out of you for that. Unfortunately, they targeted children. They knew all of a sudden these children were working from home, and they knew that the children would be less inclined to assume the worst. They just were answering things, clicking on things, and so they became a target. And the last one was the fake vaccines. That was out from the beginning, even before the vaccine actually became available. So they were creative. They had fake COVID charities, extortion, targeting children, just awful. So be sure you tell your friends and family about this. These are not over. They're still going on, and people are still responding, and those scams are still out there. And for the last thought is adopting this idea of zero trust. When it comes to information on your email, on your computers, zero trust, which means assume this is not a trusted source. Zero trust, verify, use multi-factor authentication, double check, pick up the phone and talk to people, all proactive things you can do right now so that you do not get taken for a ride on these things. Please share this with your friends and family, and especially your staff. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.